Loch Ness Monster. Sightings date back to the 6th century. And just when you think the creature and the legend may have died down.
Does the Loch Ness Monster really exist, or is it simply a long-standing legend? This question has intrigued both believers and skeptics for generations. Recently, new developments from the Scottish Highlands have reignited interest and raised eyebrows. With 2025 already bringing underwater drones, the resurfacing of 55-year-old cameras, and a fresh sighting by an experienced observer, monster hunters are calling this year the most exciting in decades. A camera lost for 55 years.
Up behind us here, a little bit up the loch, saw this black hump come out of the water, and I have no idea to this day what it was.
He saw an object which he described as like an upturned boat. It turned, went against the headwind, and disappeared. There were 9 witnesses.
One of the most remarkable discoveries in the Loch Ness story this year came not from a new expedition, but from a relic of the past. A camera placed in the loch in 1970 by the Loch Ness Phenomena Investigation Bureau has finally been retrieved. It had remained undisturbed on the loch bed for 55 years. When the device was pulled from the water, its exterior was battered and corroded, but the internal film canister was intact. What researchers found on the film has been described as eerie and unexplained. Some of the images show dark, unidentifiable shapes in the water, with one frame showing a long, curved object that doesn't match any known creature in the loch. The photos have not yet been fully authenticated, but the excitement among enthusiasts is growing. Many believe the images could be among the most compelling pieces of visual evidence ever recorded from Loch Ness. Experts have pointed out the conditions of the water, cold and low in oxygen, may have helped preserve the film for so long. Regardless of interpretation, the rediscovery of this camera has brought renewed attention to early research efforts and reminded the public how long this mystery has endured. Underwater drones used in the latest monster hunt. Modern technology has now entered the hunt for Nessie. This year's search efforts included a fleet of underwater drones equipped with sonar and high-definition cameras. These devices were deployed across multiple areas of the loch during a 4-day expedition organized by Loch Ness Exploration. Volunteers and researchers worked side by side, covering more water than any previous operation of its kind. The drones scanned the deep, murky waters with precision, producing detailed maps of the loch floor and capturing hours of video footage. Although no definitive monster was recorded, operators did note unusual movements in one sector that have yet to be explained. A spokesperson for the team said some footage showed large shapes moving against the current deep below the surface. Beyond searching for Nessie, these drones helped uncover new underwater features, such as previously uncharted crevices and dense vegetation patches. These discoveries have raised new theories. Some experts now speculate that if a creature did exist, or still does, it might use these deep hidden pockets to evade detection. First official sighting of 2025 sparks buzz.
Beneath the murky waters of the legendary Scottish Loch lurks a mystery, and this week perhaps a new clue.
We think it's the first potential sighting of 2025. It's absolutely fantastic. It really looks like something is bulging out from underneath the water.
A new picture has surfaced showing what appeared to be a large dark mass beneath the calm, still waters of the loch.
In April 2025, the first officially recorded sighting of the Loch Ness Monster for the year was logged, and it came from a familiar name in the Nessie watching community. Ian O'Fettigan, a longtime monster hunter from Ireland, was watching the live webcam that streams footage from the loch when he saw something strange. According to his report to the official Loch Ness Monster Sightings Register, a black shape appeared briefly on the water's surface before submerging again. What makes his sighting stand out is his reputation for submitting reports with video evidence. His previous sightings have drawn both attention and scrutiny, but his consistency has earned him credibility among enthusiasts. The April footage showed a dark mass that appeared to rise and fall in the water several times before vanishing. While critics have suggested it could be a seal or floating debris, others say the shape and movement defy such easy explanation. This sighting has helped reignite interest across social media and among tourist circles, just as the area prepares for the busy spring and summer seasons. For Nessie believers, it's the kind of early-year sighting that offers hope that more could follow. Renewed interest and global participation. The 2025 search for Nessie has drawn more global attention than any year in recent memory. With new tools in use and decades-old film reels being pulled from the depths, enthusiasts from around the world are once again turning their eyes to Loch Ness. What began as a niche obsession has transformed into an international collaboration. Volunteers from across Europe, the US, and Australia joined the latest search, both on-site and remotely. Social media platforms have played a key role in spreading the excitement. Clips from drone footage, stills from the recovered camera, and webcam feeds are widely shared and analyzed. Popular YouTubers and TikTok creators have used their channels to review evidence, offer commentary, and build theories, some plausible, others less so. This kind of modern engagement has brought the Loch Ness mystery into a new era of visibility. Local tourism has seen an uptick as well, with hotels, tour operators, and gift shops reporting an increase in bookings and sales. People are not just coming for the scenery, they're arriving with binoculars, underwater microphones, and their own theories. The history behind the hunt. The Loch Ness Monster has captured the imagination of the public for nearly a century, with roots that stretch even further back through Scottish folklore. The modern Nessie craze began in 1933, when a couple claimed to see a large creature crossing the road near the loch. Later that year, a photograph taken by a London doctor, known as the surgeon's photograph, appeared to show a long-necked beast in the water. Though the photo was eventually revealed to be a hoax, it cemented Nessie as a household name. Over the decades, numerous expeditions have attempted to find the creature. The 1960s and 70s saw a wave of scientific interest with sonar surveys and underwater photography. These efforts created headlines but never offered conclusive proof. Still, they laid the groundwork for future technology-based investigations. Public interest has ebbed and flowed but never vanished, with Nessie remaining one of the most well-known cryptids in the world. The legend has also inspired countless documentaries, books, and films. It's a story that combines mystery, nature, and the hope that something unknown might still exist. The search is often less about finding a monster and more about the thrill of the chase. New theories and fresh debate. While the classic idea of Nessie as a surviving plesiosaur has lost traction with most scientists, new theories are surfacing alongside the latest discoveries. Some believe Nessie could be a species of large eel, citing DNA studies that found a significant amount of eel genetic material in water samples taken from the loch. Others argue that the loch's unusual depth and limited visibility might be hiding a creature unknown to modern biology. There are ideas that blend science and folklore too. Some researchers suggest Nessie might not be a single creature, but a group of animals, possibly sturgeon or seals, whose rare appearances create the illusion of a monster. Meanwhile, local legends of water spirits, like the Scottish kelpie, still influence public perception, blurring the line between myth and science. The recovered camera, recent sightings, and drone data have only added fuel to these debates. Every new clue seems to challenge previous assumptions, while inviting more questions. Some believe the latest findings will finally push researchers closer to a conclusion. Others say the mystery is what gives Nessie its staying power, that the search itself is more important than the answer. One thing is clear, the legend is alive and well. Now it's time to hear from you. Do you think Nessie is real? Let us know in the comments section below.